Christopher Mackey and
Serena.
Alright, and today we're gonna be doing a reaction video.
Yeah.
I don't know, we're doing a video called More Pain by haminations. Shout out to haminations. If you guys hear my fat, annoying Garfield cat King Prince in the background, he's just always looking for attention, so here we go.
This is
Whoa there, let's not be hasty. It's me, your conscience. This ain't safe. Sledding down the stairs in a cardboard box is a recipe for disaster. Hi, I'm Bryson, and like most of you, my essence currently resides in a corporeal form known as my body.
What do you mean, most of us?
Well, I didn't want to offend any ghouls, apparitions, or other ascended individuals who might be watching. The point is, I feel pain, and I can prove it. Ow. And if I've learned anything from my time here, it's that the internet was made for schadenfreude.
What's schadenfreude?
Well, it's kinda like... So, considering how many epic fail videos I've watched, I've decided to give back to the community by telling you all about my
Oops. Sorry, y'all, that was my fault. Sorry, guys.
Whoa.
What's that?
I just built a budgeting app in Base 44.
Guys, Nina just built.
Sorry for that.
most painful experiences. Pay it
use
forward,
our
you know?
subscription
Let's
money
start
to
with the ones that
pay
happened when I
Ashley.
was young. There I was, sitting in the tub when I looked over and saw Dad's razor.
I feel like maybe I should touch that.
Thought little me. And I went through the motions I had seen my dad do when he shaved his face. As you might suspect, small children and razor blades aren't a great mix. I cut myself up pretty badly and had to have a band-aid on my upper lip. It made it way harder to eat my tomato soup with fishy crackers, which was the real tragedy, let's be honest. Contrary to how I portray myself in my videos, I'm a very non-violent, go-with-the-flow kind of person, with one exception. Here it comes! But there was one other time when I wanted to solve my problems using a good old-fashioned knuckle sandwich. Brayden had been teasing me and pushing my buttons all day in classic Brayden fashion. I guess it was worse than the usual teasing because after a while, something in me snapped, and I decided the time for talk was over and that I would let my fist do the talking instead. I walked across the yard, fist clenched, ready to dole out some justice. My heart was pounding. It was time for Brayden to pay for his crimes. I guess God saw what I was about to do and said,
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
So, for the time being, Brayden was safe from me. But, as you'll see later, that wouldn't last forever. Speaking of brotherly shenanigans, jumping on the trampoline with my brothers was always really fun. We would play Dead Man, have water balloon fights, and do flips. And to make things extra thrilling, they could double bounce me way higher than I could jump if I was alone. But of course, they decided to bounce me higher and...
I just want to say this. One time, my brother was double bouncing me on a trampoline, and getting double bounced on a trampoline when you're your size is so scary. This dude double bounced me past the freaking roof. I was so scared. Like, big brothers are nothing. They're pretty... Ooh, words that I don't want to say. Cook. Alright, let's go back.
Bounce him higher, together. 1, 2, 3.
And I learned my lesson and never got hurt on a trampoline again. I asked my friends to teach me how to do a backflip on their trampoline. It's kind of like a front flip, but, the other way. Okay, enough talk. I got this.
What is going on here?
I landed right on my head and my friends legitimately thought I had died. Somehow I was fine though, and that same day I was able to land a backflip. Little kids seem to be able to just walk away from what would have been a life-threatening injury for an adult. They're too wiggly and slippery for death to get a firm grasp on. If I landed on my head like that today, it would probably be like...
multiple torn ligaments, severe nerve damage.
Now it's time for the worst pain I experienced as a child. We were at an indoor pool about to go home. Brayden opened the door and left the building, and I was right behind him. But I stopped to look back to ensure my parents were with us. And while I looked away, the door closed on my foot and ripped my big toenail completely off. Imagine just trying to walk out a door like a normal person and the door curses you with -10 the door and left the building, and I was right behind him. But I stopped to look back to ensure my parents were with us. And while I looked away, the door closed on my foot and ripped my big toenail completely off. Imagine just trying to walk out a door like a normal person and the door curses you with -10 foot armor for a year. That's right, it took a year to grow back. Now imagine trying to put socks on a toenail-less toe. Instead of having armor, it's just nerve endings and despair. It sucks. Long story short, I think this is why I'm an avid flip-flop man. Now we're moving on to my more recent painful experiences. I was walking Bo to a dog park near my house. We made it to the parking lot and got a running start to jump over the divider like we always do. But I guess I wasn't locked in because my foot caught the divider and I biffed it onto the asphalt. I got up and made sure no one saw me eat it, and then realized my knee was scuffed up and bleeding. But we were already right there. Bo wanted to play with the other dogs. I wasn't gonna go all the way home without letting him play, so I just stood there watching him play while actively bleeding.
Hey, are you okay? You're bleeding.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Please stop looking at me. Can we talk about how embarrassing it is to bleed? It's so dramatic. It didn't hurt that bad. Stop crying. I don't want these strangers to know that I bleed. Blood is the body showing weakness. Now everyone knows I'm an easy target. On that note, I didn't realize how much head wounds bleed. One time, I was picking something up in my parents' utility closet, and when I stood up, my head slammed into the fuse box door. The wound itself was tiny, but it bled so much. I think it's because a lot of people keep some important stuff in their heads, and they need blood for that. But for me, it's kind of just
Okay, I just want to say this. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm speechless. This video, every scene and every scenario that we're going through right now is just a little too extreme. Buddy done came up off of the ground from picking something up and cracked his noggin. That happened to you one time. I was in the bathroom, dude. I was cleaning up the bathroom. Boom, boom, boom. All I hear is, ah! I'm like, oh my God. As my dad's senses kick on, y'all don't even understand. I just start running, and then she comes out of the room holding her head, just pouring blood down her head, bro. Like, I was going crazy. I didn't know what happened. Ended up, she was running around and hit her head on a corner, being goofy. But anyways, back to the video.
Space, and this little guy. Seeing how small my brain is might explain this next story. I had recently bought some new jeans, and I was taking the stickers and tags off of them.
We got that reggaeton.